This is the fruit cage where we have our black currants, white currants and red currants, and today I'm going to show you how to propagate new plants with very little effort. Welcome to English Country Life. My name's Fiona, and together with my lovely husband Hugh, we have a homestead small holding here in South Lincolnshire in the UK. Now, we grow a lot of our own fruit and veg, but fruit is something which we're very, very passionate about, and that's because it reduces our household bills significantly. To buy in the stores fruit these days is incredibly expensive, and this is the fruit cage where we have all of our currant bushes. Now, today I'm going to show you two techniques which make it very easy to get a lot more plants over time from the existing blackcurrant, whitecurrant or red currant bushes that you may already have. So let's get started. The first technique I want to go through is layering. On our currant bushes, it's been very successful. Gooseberries do very well with this too. Now let me bring you in a little bit closer and you can see how it works. This is one of our blackcurrant bushes, and you can see straight away that we've got two different types of branches. It excludes the dirty hands. I've already been working on layering in some other plants. We've got these older mature branches which really are not pliable. They're not going to move anywhere, but we've got these wonderful young branches which are incredibly pliable, and we can bend them and move them around without them having any risk of snapping away from the main plant. These are the ones we're going to layer with, and to make it more successful I'm going to scratch away some of the bark around one of these joints where there's growth coming up, so there's buds there, and I'm hoping that's where it's going to actually make roots. Now I've actually moved some of the mulch away because this is going in the fruit cage where we do have quite a lot of mulch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pin that branch down into the soil roughly where I've taken away the bark, and to make it more secure I'm going to put some more tent pegs in. And it's just tent pegs I'm using to pin it down. So it's not complicated in any way, shape or form. Now, if I wanted to improve that rate of increasing root growth, I could just use a hormone root powder on that wound that I've created by scratching the bark off. But to be honest, it's been so successful for us doing it this way. And just to be absolutely sure, I'm going to just put a little bit more soil on top there, and then in probably about 3 or 4 months I should have root growth there. Now once I've got that, all I'm going to do is take a pair of secateurs and cut it away from the main plant, and lo and behold I will have a new blackcurrant bush. This is an amazing example of what you can get using the layering technique. So here I've got a good strong stem with lovely buds growing there. I've got incredibly good root growth here. I've cut it away from the main stem of the plant, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pot this into some compost and grow it into a blackcurrant bush. I've come over to the greenhouses because layering is a very effective technique for getting new plants. But if you've been undertaking the annual pruning exercise on either gooseberries or your currants, you'll have lots of these, the pruning sticks. Now this one is from one of the blackcurrant bushes, and while the cut is still fresh, I'm going to make a brand new blackcurrant bush, and let me show you how. This is a young hedge that we're planting behind our greenhouses, and why are we doing that? Well, we've got very strong winds, and what we've had is, because this area was open, the wind just whipped straight through, and over time we've had some of the glass at the back of the greenhouses actually broken. So we've planted the hedge to give us a windbreak, and you'll notice it's got this green scaffold net behind it, and that's to give us a windbreak while the hedge establishes itself. But what we've decided to do is make this multi-purpose, so it's an edible hedge. And in here we've got gooseberries, we've got some blackberries, we've got some raspberries, and of course we've got currant bushes. But the currants which have gone in here are all from pruning sticks. But how do I do it? Let me bring you in close and I'll show you. This is the youngest section of this new hedge line, and we only started to plant this last year, and it's been very successful. So let's have a look at what we've got. Well, all of these leaves here, these are actually blackberries, And then we've got some currant bushes which I put in last year, and because I didn't label them, I don't know what they are, but it's a magical mystery tool when they start to fruit. And then I've got this gooseberry here, and now this gooseberry was actually planted using this technique, and it's got green leaves budding out, so it clearly works for gooseberries. But what is the technique? Well, I've got all these pruning sticks, and all I'm going to do is on the fresh cut, and it needs to be fresh from the currant bush, I'm just going to push that into the soil. And that for us will take, because this soil here is actually incredibly nutritious. Now if I want to be more sure that the roots are actually going to form from that fresh cut, I'm going to use some hormone rooting powder. But to be honest, I haven't used it because we've got so many of these sticks which I'm putting into the ground. Some will take, some won't. But actually most will, and I haven't needed this. But if you've got a limited number that you're actually pruning from your currant bushes at the moment, so you've only got 2 or 3 plants and you want a lot, use some hormone rooting powder and that will give you a higher success rate. This is one of the branches which has actually been in the soil now for 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm hoping you can see the significant bud growth. Now that means that it's growing, so it must be taking up nutrition and moisture from the soil, and it's a very, very good sign that this is going to add to our edible hedge. So why am I stood here holding an orange bucket? Well, the orange bucket is basically an improvised plant pot. We've just drilled some holes in the bottom because buckets are cheaper than plant pots. And we use these for chilies and tomatoes and all sorts. But that's by the by. Anyway, I have got some of these blackcurrant sticks actually put into compost in this bucket, and I've put them around the edges so as they start to form roots, they don't knit together. But why have I done that? Well, I'm going to want to actually selectively plant some currant bushes into the hedge line where they don't quite knit together near the base. But I'm not sure where that is because the hedge lines at the moment haven't put out all their leaves, so they haven't knitted together, and I don't know where the gaps are. This allows me to take some time, let the hedges establish, and then I have got ready-made blackcurrant, whitecurrant and red currant bushes that I can take out of these pots and just pop into those spaces. Well, there you are. That's 2 very good techniques and very reliable techniques to get brand new currant bushes. So if you've got time and can wait for them to establish, you only need to start with 2 or 3 plants and you can have a whole fruit cage within a few short years. It's really worth doing. If you have liked this content, take a moment and give me a thumbs up down below. If you're not already a subscriber, hit subscribe and the bell icon and you'll be notified of every new video as soon as it goes live, and that's a completely free service. If you've got a question for us or an idea for a video that you'd like to see, pop it in the comment section and we'll get back to you as soon as possible, or even make that video. But for now, thanks for watching and we look forward to seeing you next time.